but there's more than 250,000 fans of Byers' Choice Christmas carolers and Christmas decorations. And it all started with your mother-in-law,
Yes.
Joyce Byers. Tell me that story. How'd she get started?
Well, let's just say Joyce is the great American story. She really started because she was a fashion design major when she was younger and home with the children and, you know, didn't have a lot of money. She thought, what am I going to make for Christmas, for presents for people? And she started making these wonderful little figurines with, here's the funny thing, little snippets of hair from the boys and a little snippet of a glove for a fingertip and different fabrics she had around the house. And it was really a hit with her friends and family. And so, as you can see, these beautiful figurines still really reflect those first pieces that Joyce made, because she continues to use these quality fabrics and these, you know, wonderful furs and these different features in the carolers that it really was part of what Joyce began with.
You have to choose from Mrs. Claus or Santa Claus, or if you can't imagine breaking them up, buy both. And then, by the way, this tree is also available. This tree on the table kind of finishes the vignette. If you want Santa or Mrs. Claus, they are $54.96 each. And if you've ever bought Byers' Choice, you'll know that that is a very good value, an excellent value. If you want the tree, maybe I can get my card on that, but if you can tell me what the price is. $24.25. Item number H200727, if you'd like the tree to go with it. But here's the thing, Jill Bauer, who is a host here at QVC and has been for 20 years, she loves Byers' Choice. I do too, but her house is covered in them at holiday time. It's so exciting. She puts them in all the rooms, everywhere. And she helped design these with your mother-in-law, Joyce.
Yes, that's what's so fun. And that's what I love about my mother-in-law too. She's an artist, but she loves to hear other people's ideas. And Jill had a fabulous idea for some of these pieces. And she said, you know, I want to see some decorating Santas. You know, it's a great thing about tradition is, you know, usually when we're decorating the Christmas tree, it's a fond memory we have of family and friends. And she said, I want Mr. and Mrs. Claus to be together.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we have, you know, Mrs. Claus or Mr. Claus, but this is a set. I mean, you can buy them individually, but really, they're so beautiful together because he's cleaning out the attic, carrying down the balls, and she has these string of lights she's trying to unstring. You can see they're, you know, lots of fun. And so they're about to decorate their own Christmas tree before he goes out to deliver all his presents. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
It's interesting because when you think about how they're made, kind of give me an idea, like everything from the faces are hand painted.
Yes. So what happens is Joyce starts with her original design. I'll just understand, Joyce designs and has her hand on every piece. I mean, she really has a very close relationship with these carolers, from the facial designs to the fabrics that are chosen. But we have 80 artisans on staff. Wow. So 80 different artisans, and they're all responsible for different aspects, and they'll paint the features on the face, so the eyes, the placement of the eyes might be different. If you look at the different carolers, their faces, they're different because they're unique with that signature. We have this wonderful faux fur that we use for the cufflinks, and even her hair.
I know, it's so soft, and it's so beautiful that it has that just slight gray color to it, just as you would imagine Mrs. Claus.
I know, it's so fun to touch.
And then when you were talking about those artisans, by the way, those artisans are right here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. The name of the town is Chalfont. Chalfont. But then look at the bottom of the base, because right here, what is that?
Well, that's a signature from each of our artists that when they're finished, completed the piece, they'll sign Byers on the back, so you know that it's an official Byers' Choice piece that's been handcrafted, handmade right here in Chalfont, Bucks County. And more than anything, you know, what's interesting is when they're doing these, if you even look at the boots, the boots are even hand-rolled little pieces of clay. Everything has a handprint on it. Sometimes you might even be able to see a little fingerprint in there or so, but you know, basically these pieces were designed to be together. If you can see the different pieces, when the black bow matches his black belt.
Oh my goodness.
You know, all the pieces are kind of coordinated.
And so a lot of you are buying both, which is good. We hate to see Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus separated, but these are $54.96 each. Here's just a little something that I wanted to tell you. First of all, we've got the better price here at QVC. These, what you're seeing, were designed by Jill Bauer and Joyce Byers. they're only for QVC. These are not going to be seen out at retail. There's 3,000 retail stores across the world that carry Byers Choice, but they won't have these.
Not these.
Only at QVC. And the other thing that I thought was so interesting was just last month in September, more than 5,000 people traveled from 40 different states in the United States to Chalfont, Pennsylvania, their annual kind of fan celebration for Byers Choice. 40 different states and 5,000 people coming together. That's the following that this has, that Byers Choice has.
That's the passion. I think that's the heart and soul of what Byers Choice is all about. It's more than just these figurines. It's about family. It's about tradition. It's about bringing people together. And we found when we bring our collectors together, there's that wonderful synergy, and they share their stories, and no one more than anything, they share their ideas for how they're going to display these pieces.
By the way, if you're going to get these at this price, you definitely want to order today, $54.96. This price goes up at the end of the day. So please make sure that you get them now if you want them. And also, just to keep in mind, I mean, the reason that there's 5,000 people that came together last September, or these have been around for about 36 years, not these particular ones, because these were designed by Jill Bauer and Joyce Byers, and they were actually debuted last October. We waited all this time to get more back in. But as I said, the price is going up at the end of the day today, so you want to get Santa Claus or Mrs. Claus. But this is a true American art form. It's a collectible, and it's a collectible that you use year after year after year. This is American art form.
It really is, and that's the whole thing about this product, is that it really touches people in a special way. And when you say collectible, I mean, I think people collect for different reasons, and what we find is a lot of times people will look into the eyes or the faces of these pieces, and they'll see something in it, like a reminiscent of a family member, or, hey, I remember when I sat on Santa's lap, he looked like this.
And tell everybody what you did with Santa's tummy.
Oh, his tummy. Okay, so we have a lot of Santas in our line, as you know, our traditional line, but Jill Bauer said, you know, these Santas aren't chubby enough. We need them to be chunkier. So we kind of, if you can see it from the side here, he's got a nice chunky belly. You kind of see. He's got a good old jolly laugh.
Santa
bowl
Claus,
full of jelly.
less than $55, but that price goes up at the end of the day. Mrs. Claus, same price, $54.96. If you would like to get the tree that is between them, that's actually attached to a table, that is $25.